Here is Cameron, and she is about ready to have her puppies. Look how, hang on, let me get a little bit of distance from her. Look how big this belly is. Look at that belly. So, she is 60 days from her. She had a transcervical breeding. For those that don't know, transcervical means that they use a very long straw, essentially, and put it up through the cervix. So she had a transcervical done. 60 days from that transcervical is New Year's Eve. And we don't want to run into a situation where it's New Year's Eve and there are no vets on call and she has trouble with labor because she is pretty darn big. She had 9 with her first litter. So we owned her when she was in Russia with her first litter. And then if you watched the videos before, we imported her and her puppies. But this time she's pretty darn big again. So we don't want to run into a situation where the vets aren't available. So we're hoping she's going to hold through tonight. Her temperature has not dropped yet, and she's been pretty comfortable. So fingers crossed she'll hold through tonight, and we'll probably go into C-section tomorrow. We've been running reverse progesterone on her, and it's still high enough that it's not really time to do a C-section yet. We definitely don't want to take the puppies too early. So looks like she's going to poop. We'll let her do that in peace. You can see some cows for a minute. We're about to get a storm as well, which sometimes can, the pressure changes can sometimes affect them as far as having puppies. So we will see what tonight brings. I believe she's capable of having them natural. We just don't want to get in a situation, like we said, where the vets are closed and we can't get her help. So we'll see what tonight brings. Obviously, we run live feed on them when they're whelping, and if we end up taking her in for a C-section, we'll do an update before and after the C-section. So this is Cameron. She was bred to Louie, or Kollusion, who was the father of our last litter as well. And if you can see this straining, this is another kind of, so they clean out, and by clean out, I mean they poop a lot. So they'll go off of their food and they'll poop a lot. And in nature, what they're doing is preparing themselves to be in the den with their puppies and not leaving for a day or two sometimes. So they don't want to be having to go to the bathroom where they had their puppies. So this is kind of just a natural process that they go through, but it is one of the signs that we look for as well. And usually they clean out the day before. So if her temperature and her progesterone are lining up and telling us exactly what's going on, then we should be right on track for tomorrow. Our vet knows what's going on. They are kind of on standby, as well as us, hoping that tomorrow we can just do a scheduled C-section during business hours. But she's pretty darn big, as you see. We're pretty excited for these puppies. So they're Louie and Cameron babies. Say a prayer for them if you're a praying person. Send some good wishes, good vibes, whatever it is. We can always use those. We worry about our girls. And we do everything we can to make this as easy as possible on them. But it is now starting to rain, so that is the update on Cameron and the Louie babies. They should be here by the new year for sure. Thanks for watching, guys.